In the Bastille section of Paris, there's a barbecue revolution taking place. The French are all fired up over the authentic Texan barbecue at Blues.
No way to compete with the barbecue that I am eating here.
Really, really good. Good old Southern food.
That good old food comes from good old Texan Diana Dara, who moved here 10 years ago and is Paris's only pitmaster.
French people love everything American, particularly Western, and so they come out of curiosity, but they always come back. They really enjoy the food.
And the reason these Parisians are piling in, it's all about Diane's smoky star-spangled Texas brisket burger.
This is a very, very, very good brisket sandwich. This is comfort food. France doesn't really do comfort food as often as America does.
And that sandwich looks mighty comfortable to me.
The brisket is excellent. It's just good beef brisket barbecue.
Brisket is tough to find in France, so Diana sources the cut from the famed Rungus market outside of Paris. And even then, the cut doesn't resemble American-style brisket until Diana gets her hands on it.
First thing we're going to do is take this rib piece off to get into the brisket. This part of the brisket we grind and use for our Texas chili. This brisket is in two pieces, actually. This is called a clod.
This clod is the whole beef shoulder and the go-to cut of beef back in Central Texas.
With the main brisket being underneath. We only separate this piece a little bit. We want to cook it all together to keep it moist. It needs the fat.
Diana locks down that flavor with olive oil and a dry spice rub that soaks into every nook and cranny of that beefy beef.
Our rub is a blend of different spices. It's rather secret. Each pitmaster has their own recipe.
Really, Diana? You won't share it? Well, it looks like there's definitely brown sugar, chili powder, and garlic. Then it's into the smoker, where it's hit with a wave of woody smoke that brings that taste of Texas straight to Paris.
I absolutely love the smell of mesquite wood, I guess because I grew up with it. For me, it's the best wood to do brisket with.
After 14 hours at 225, this 11-pound cut is finally done. Man, take a look at that hunk of beef.
It's very juicy on the inside with the burnt ends. It gives a good flavor to the chopped beef sandwiches.
Perfect on a freshly baked roll covered in sizzling butter. Smoky, juicy, and wait till it hits that bun with her Texas Star kick-ass barbecue sauce. That sauce is sweet like brown sugar and packs a punch from Tabasco. That's right, don't mess with Texas.
C'est bon?
Very good. Sweet flavor, but a really good spicy kick at the end. Got the flavor, it's got the kick, it's got the taste of home.
You know what also hits home? Diana's Memphis-style dry-rubbed meaty baby back ribs.
The pork that I use is French, which is absolutely wonderful. They have extremely good pork here, very flavorful. The combination of the French meat with the condiments and the spices from the United States, I believe that that's what gives us such uniqueness.
So does that secret dry rub that hits the ribs after pouring on a bit of olive oil. Then they hit the smoker. This time, Diana uses hickory wood she ships in from back home for a sweet and almost bacony smokiness. 4.5 hours later, and bless me, I smell some fine barbecue. These are dry-rubbed Memphis-style ribs, so the sauce is added at the end. Diana's back with her sweet and spicy barbecue sauce, and there's homemade cornbread and dill pickles to boot.
Spicy, tender, very, very nice.
The ribs had a good char. It had a nice little smoke ring. She's whipping it up.
And she's pulling it, too, with her pulled pork and coleslaw sandwich.
It's really, really good. You can tell that the meat is good.
The texture of the pork is excellent, and the barbecue sauce is just right. A little bit tangy but sweet, and it's a perfect combination.
I would like to say to you, it's not just food, it's just not a meal, it's an adventure.
We lived in Oklahoma and Arkansas, Texas, Rhode Island, Virginia, and this is the best barbecue we've ever had.
So if you get the blues in Paris and miss that fine old taste of Texas, you know where to go for your barbecue fix.